Hello, happy second week of school, and officially our first week where we actually study world history. Our first unit is a unit that tracks the religion known as Islam. So, something that not very many of you kids know a ton about is going to be where we are going to start my class. So, without further ado, let me just give you a basic, quick introduction to this topic. Now, today's topic is going to focus in on this man. His name is Muhammad, and he is known as the Prophet of Islam. So, just a little bit of background. When I say the word Muslim or Islam, a Muslim being a follower of the religion of Islam, these are the type of people that probably pop into your head. You have these people wearing head coverings. Now, on the left-hand side, you see this extraordinarily handsome man wearing this thing called an Arabian turban on his head. And on the right-hand side, you have this lovely lady wearing a head covering known as the hijab. Now, here's the interesting thing. Both of these head coverings actually were popular before the religion of Islam was ever even founded. So, just so you all know, if you see somebody wearing a head covering like this, that does not mean that they are a Muslim. Now, let's get into a little bit more on our man, the Prophet Muhammad. Our CHQ, or Central Historical Question today, asks, how did Muhammad become the Prophet of Islam? But here's a quick note. Muslims, or followers of the religion of Islam, do not draw the face of Muhammad. The question is, why do you think that is? Because I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen pictures of Jesus or pictures of God. So why would Muslims not choose to draw or depict the face of Muhammad? The answer is actually fairly simple. There's two answers. Number one, they don't know what he looks like. And number two, they don't want to offend him. If you don't know what a person looks like, why on earth would you try and draw him? Maybe they would get his hair color wrong. Maybe they would get his face shape wrong. So rather than making these mistakes, Muslims do not ever draw the face of Muhammad. Which leads us into what you all are going to be doing today. Now, first off, you will find this reading in the Google Classroom. It is entitled Quick Sketch, The Life of Muhammad. Now, in this reading, there are 4 paragraphs. Paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, paragraph number 3, and paragraph number 4. This is very important. So, as you read through this, what I want you to do is for each paragraph, I want you to identify this thing called the historically significant detail. Now, for the first 2 paragraphs, I have identified this for you. So let me elaborate. On paragraph number 1, in AD 570, a man named Muhammad was born in Mecca. As a teenager, he worked in the trusted job of caravan leader and eventually became a successful merchant. One day, he went to the hills to pray, and in about 610 AD, he was visited by an angel and told to preach Islam. Islam means surrendering to the will of Allah. So notice, the area that I highlighted, that is the historically significant detail. If you are able to identify that in the paragraph, this assignment will be a piece of cake for you. Now, here's a hint. Sometimes the historically significant detail can be a 2-parter. You will see an example of that in paragraph 2. But that beckons the question, okay, after we identify the historically significant details of each paragraph, what do I do next? Well, let me show you what you are going to do next. So, as soon as you are able to find the historically significant details of each paragraph, that is where your real fun work comes into play. So, where you will be working today is on page 3 of your world history notebook. Be very careful, not page 2, page 3 of your world history notebook. So the first thing we have to do here is we have to set up your page so that you can be successful. Remember, page number 3. Take your pen, once again, divide this directly in half, and then go up to the second line down and cut this right down the center like so. Once you have done so, number this box, box number 1, box number 2, box number 3, and box number 4. So then what you are going to do next is this. At the very top, I want you to title this Muhammad Quick Sketch, which you will see right here. And then our CHQ is, how did Muhammad become the Prophet of Islam? If you need to pause this so you can write this down, pause the video here. But what you are then going to do is you are going to take the historically significant detail that we identified in paragraph number 1, and you are going to illustrate or draw that significant detail. So I am going to do this along with you, but here's the hard part. I want you to draw that detail in 2 minutes. Don't go longer than 2 minutes. See if you can challenge yourself and draw it quickly, hence the word quick sketch. And in addition to that, you have to draw this idea in 2 minutes, not to mention you're not allowed to show Muhammad's face. So somehow you have to draw Muhammad going into the hills to pray, being visited by an angel in about 2 minutes. So I'm going to try and do it in even just 1 minute. So this is what your drawing should look like. So here we go. All right. So that's pretty good. I don't know why he's so terrifying. He's in the desert. All right. Boom. All right. So in less than 2 minutes, there you have it. You have this angel, which, by the way, looks absolutely terrifying. That guy is definitely going to haunt my dreams for all of eternity. And down here, you have the Prophet Muhammad. Notice I only show the back of his head, not his face at all. The angel is saying, preach Islam. So you can see here, you have the illustration of the historically significant detail over here. So kiddos, what your assignment is for the rest of the day is simple and easy. I've already highlighted the historically significant details in paragraph 2. Illustrate those. And then here's the challenge. Paragraph 3 and paragraph 4, it's all up to you. Find the detail, illustrate paragraph 3 here, illustrate paragraph 4 here. But here's the good part. That took me 2 minutes. 2, 4, 6, 8, and maybe a couple minutes to read. This really shouldn't take you much longer than 10 minutes. All right, kids, I cannot wait to see these drawings when I see you again. Good luck, and I'll see you very soon.